Anchor bolt. Bolts holding house to foundation. The foundation of a typical home in America is comprised of a concrete footing dug into the dirt. Footings are made by digging a trench around the perimeter of a home's footprint and then filling the trench with appropriately engineered amounts of rebar (steel reinforcing bars) and concrete. Upon this foundation, slabs or elevated above a crawl space floors and 2x4 wood stud walls are built. The anchor bolt is the critical connection between the foundation footings and the wood structure above. The anchor bolts connect the two systems into a single system to withstand time and additional forces like tornadoes or earthquakes in the parts of the country that call for it. Flashing. Roofing material used at corners and seams of a roof system. Flashing is a roofing material used at the edges, joints, and transitions of a roof system. Imagine a chimney extending up through a roof. The inside corners between the chimney and the roofing (commonly shingles) needs to be covered with flashing material, often sheet metal, and roofing tar to seal the joint. Flashing is one of the most difficult parts of a roof system to get right. Most leaks in roofs occur at joints where flashing is failing or improperly installed. Flashing is roofing material used at corners, joints, seams, and transitions of a roofing system. Escrow. Short-lived trust agreement. Escrow is a short period of time (often 30 to 45 days) when a third-party escrow agent administers the details of a real estate transaction, as outlined in the escrow instructions. The reason escrow helps is that an unbiased third party is needed to justly and accurately facilitate the details of today's real estate transactions (although some states don't use escrow, but prefer face-to-face closings). Escrow instructions are included in the offer and accepted as part of the offer and can be amended during escrow by mutual consent of seller and buyer. Escrow is a short-lived trust agreement. Loan application. Form used to apply for a loan. The process of getting a loan starts with a piece of paper called a loan application. The information typical loan applications ask for is name, address, phone, social security number, and permission to check the credit of the applicant (S) applicants. The loan application will form the basis for a loan package, which might include pay stubs, copies of prior year taxes, copies of bank account balances, etc. Actual age. Age of a structure from the time it was built. The actual age of a structure is the time measured from its building until now. The effective age of a structure takes into account the real age of a structure in years from the time it was built until now, minus any years due to improvements (because improvements, quote, effectively, end quote, make a structure younger), end parentheses, plus wear age, which are circumstances or reasons why a structure may be aging more rapidly, a termite infestation, for example. The result of this formula produces an effective age of a structure. The actual age is the age of a structure from the time it was built. Related words, effective age. Building manager, on-site property manager of residential building. A building manager is an on-site property manager of a residential building or commercial property. The building manager will handle showing units to prospective tenants, taking rental applications, screening applicants, signing leases, managing existing leases, handling maintenance and neighbor issues, checking tenants out, and possibly unit cleanup and renovation in a residential building. Net worth. Financial value calculated by assets minus liabilities. Net worth is the financial worth of a person or entity as calculated by assets minus liabilities. As a simple example, if a home is owned, but there remains a mortgage, and there are no other assets or liabilities, then the value of the home minus the debt of the trustee would be the net worth of the owner. Abolish. To do away with completely. To abolish is to do away with totally and completely. Not only do we say we did away with slavery in America, for example, but we abolished slavery. Likewise, in South Africa, the phrase was to abolish apartheid. Abolish is not just to do away with, but to do away with completely, to totally end. Appreciation. Increase in property value. Appreciation is an increase in the value of real property. The reason for the increase in value can be based on the property itself. Some improvements were made, for example. The appreciation could also be based on a general increase in the value of real estate due to inflationary pressures. Or, finally, the appreciation can be due to an increase in value over time. Regardless of the reason, appreciation is an increase in the value of real property. Related words, inflation. Cul-de-sac lot. Wedge-shaped lot, a round turnaround of dead-end street. There are several different shapes or locations of property lots. They are interior lot, corner lot, flag lot, key lot, cul-de-sac lot, and T-intersection lot. A cul-de-sac lot is one at the end of a dead-end street. Cul-de-sacs typically include a widened and rounded street, parentheses, like a teardrop, end parentheses, to make it easier for cars to turn around. The property lots that extend around the outside of the teardrop-shaped street take on a triangular shape or wedge shape. The cul-de-sac lot is a narrower at the front and increasingly wide toward the back.